On a quiet little hill surrounded by whispering trees, there stood a small, cozy cottage where Emma and her grandpa lived. Grandpa was no ordinary man. He had a jar filled with stars. Not just ordinary stars, but tiny glowing ones that sparkled and hummed with warmth. Grandpa, Emma asked one evening as they sat by the fire, "Why do you keep all those stars in that jar?" Grandpa chuckled, his eyes twinkling like the stars themselves. "Ah, Emma, each one of these stars is a memory. You see, memories are the brightest treasures we have, and I keep them here to remember all the special moments." Emma's eyes widened with wonder. "Can I hear some of the stories?" Grandpa nodded and carefully opened the jar. As the lid came off, a soft, golden glow filled the room, and one tiny star floated out. "This one," Grandpa began, "is from the day you were born." The star floated gently to Emma's hand, and as she held it, she felt warmth spread through her. Suddenly, she saw a memory come to life. It was a tiny version of herself, wrapped in a blanket, with Grandpa smiling down at her. "You were so small, but you had the loudest cry," Grandpa said with a laugh. Emma giggled. "Tell me another." Grandpa reached into the jar and another star floated out. "This one is from the time we built your treehouse." Emma held the star, and in an instant, she saw the memory again. Grandpa hammering nails, wiping sweat from his forehead, while she painted the wood bright blue. She could even hear the birds chirping around them. "And this one," Grandpa said, pulling another star, "is from the day we danced in the rain." Emma laughed as she remembered their rainy day adventure. The star replayed the moment. A little girl and her grandpa spinning in puddles, laughing as the rain soaked them through. They spent the evening reliving Grandpa's starry memories until the jar was nearly empty. But then Emma noticed something strange. "Grandpa," she whispered, "there aren't many stars left." Grandpa smiled gently. "That's because the older we get, the more stars we've shared. But don't you worry, Emma. There's plenty of room for new stars." Emma thought for a moment, and then stood up and ran to her desk. She grabbed a clean, empty jar and brought it to Grandpa. "Let's make a new jar together. One for the stars we collect from now on." Grandpa's face lit up with pride and joy. "That's a wonderful idea, my little star.